slaps, slaps, slaps. It was such a painful and unexpected surprise. Biscuits, biscuits, pentru câini. That's how you say dog biscuits in Romanian. Can you repeat after me? Biscuits pentru câini. Bravo, the Duchess. Hello, everybody. I was really, really nervous about trying to decide if I wanted to reveal this personal event. And then I thought, how can I not reveal the personal event? I asked the actors I work with all the time, be courageous, be risk takers, be bold, reveal who you are, make sure that you do it with people who are worthy of your story. What happened in the news? My glasses. Yes, this is not in the news, but I have these new beautiful sunglasses. At the same time, they are prescription glasses. So whenever I feel that I want to make myself look better, I don't have to use my usual everyday prescription glasses. Now I can wear these. They look like sunglasses, but at the same time, I can see everybody. I was thinking, do you know what I was thinking? I'm going to tell you, you don't have to enter me because you cannot enter me. You are not in front of me. This is not a theatrical experience. I am doing a recording. There's nobody who is a live audience responding to me. I was thinking of making these. If you tell me that you like them, please let me know in your comments. Let me know what you think about this. I was thinking of coming up with these prescription sunglasses for my third product on my lifestyle. American Riviera Orchard. I think I'm only going to make 50 of them, the same way that I started with my strawberry jam jars, only made 50 because I want them to have importance. I want them to be significant objects. Another tool of acting, use props. Do not just let them remain props. They will not give you any kind of an emotional understanding. If you turn them into significant objects, they will get out of you all you need to make it to the top of the acting status, which you know I'm still trying to do, even though it's been such a long time. I am working on it. So I was thinking 50. What was the second product that I came out with? Did you think it was unexpected? Because I wanted to surprise everybody. I wanted everybody who thought that I was going to come up with another human product to be taken aback, to be, oh, in awe, the way that I like to sing with the seals. I wanted everybody to, oh, I surprised everybody by coming out with a second product, which was not having to do with humans, but with dogs, animals, pets. Everybody loves dogs. So I came up with surprise dog biscuits. Bravo for my ideas. Bravo. Was it? Yes, you are so completely 100% right. That happened to be on the same day that beautiful Kate, fine, I'll say it, my beautiful sister-in-law, Catherine, Princess of Wales, appeared at trooping the color. She appeared beautifully, dressed impeccably as a movie star, not even a movie star, above a movie star. She appeared as a royal, vulnerable, fragile. There was so much strength, hope for better days, taking care of her three beautiful children as a mother, in the way that she was revealed in that beautiful carriage as the princess that she is, as the mother that she is. It was, I must admit, even though some of my fans are now going to appreciate that I'm trying to turn a corner as I have, starting with the last episodes. I'm trying to turn a corner. I'm trying to come to you with my soul. She surprised us all, but I did not, with any intention, wanted to promote or ask any of my friends. I believe it was Nacho. I have to apologize. In my last episode, or the one before, or the one before, I called him Nachos. I was confused. I thought his name was Nacho, as the nachos. You know, the nachos? It's not. It's Nacho. He is an Argentinian polo player. I knew that. I don't know. For some reason, I thought his name was plural. It's not. It's singular. He's one person. I should have known. I went to so many colleges. I got so many degrees. I have so much experience. And here I come, call a person plural. What is the matter with me? Oh, yes, it was not expected for Princess of Wales, Catherine. Someone called her Catherine the Great. And you could see she's still going through a lot. Good days. She even wrote this beautiful message thanking everybody for all the well wishes, revealing that she has bad days, she has better days, and when she has those better days, she appreciates every moment of it. She wants to spend those moments with her family. It was so powerful, so powerful. I wish I would have thought of something so powerful to say. But I think my words are powerful. So my dog biscuits were anticipated, only not publicly. I have talked about revealing them to the world on that particular day, not knowing that the Princess of Wales was going to show up as a Hollywood royal golden age movie star in that beautiful carriage. How was I to know? Nobody informs us of anything. We are so far away. We are so far away in our orchard. I wish it were a cherry orchard, but it's not. I keep mentioning that. We are so far away, removed from the country where everything is happening. The king, the queen, Prince of Wales, my brother-in-law, William, they don't inform us, or maybe they try to inform us. By the time we get the news, too late. I already messaged Nacho and I said, put out the dog biscuits now. Not knowing. So again, stop blaming me. I don't understand why so many other people get away with so much more. And I've been trying so hard, and I continue to try so hard to do my best. I find it really difficult. What else was happening in the news? I have to say, I was paying attention to what the woman Mihalula with Art of Experiencing was revealing about her personal relation with members of her family, to hear how you can transfer those emotions of pain by allowing yourself to think that you are a character in your story, not only just saying it, but really put yourself in that practically will give you a better understanding of the situation, help you deal with those pains with those people, with those events. So thank you so much for another great acting lesson, art of experiencing. I'm appreciating you very much. Can you believe that's coming from the Duchess of Sussex? Ooh, that's something else that I did not expect. Only slaps, 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 slaps this week. Slaps, slaps, slaps from the people I love, from the Duchess, recognizing she's learning from my acting lessons. Extraordinary. I want to say thank you to her for making me feel better. It was so much needed at this time after having had the experience where I feel really worthless personally and professionally, having heard my two most dear to me family members talk about me and reveal things they consider me to be and not to be, which I never thought to be their thoughts. I guess that's what life is. How am I going to deal with it? I already feel so much better because I'm revealing it to you. Let me know what you think of my new glasses as the third product. No, I have not. I did not create them. Oh, I don't have to create all the products I'm putting on my lifestyle. Who says I have to create them? I have people who work in the background. Speaking of the background behind the curtains, I cannot wait for all of you to see my cooking show that's coming very soon. We have started filming, and that's another subject for another episode. I've heard from so many commentators who are getting some feeling of what has been happening on the set. Some of them are revealing positive thoughts about my conduct, about my charisma, about my enthusiasm and charm doing this amazing show that's going to be like no other. And then, of course, there are the other commentators who are already coming with a negative thoughts about how I am not truthful. I can only keep the charm and the excitement and the kindness. Those go to the side and everything else comes out. The real me comes out. Well, you decide. You decide which is which. What are you thinking about what and who I am? Letting other characters, letting other people talk about you and being able to eavesdrop is a good thing. That will inform how you want to get yourself do better next time. Or maybe you can just say, I ignore everything that was being said. I believe what I believe, and I'm not taking anybody into consideration. But I don't think that's a great choice to make. In acting, it would not be a great choice to make because you would have nothing to play with, and you have to play with all of those negative responses from other people and deal with them. Having obstacles as actors will give you that court, will give you that ring where you go and you can overcome the obstacles, attack them imaginarily, not really attack people physically. That's no, 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 no. Attack by punching the air and imagine that in front of you where there's nothing, you have a person who you just want to punch in the face or slap, 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 slap. You're not hurting anybody doing it. In the process of doing it, you hurt no one physically or emotionally or mentally. That's another great acting lesson I've learned from Art of Experiencing. So here I go. I'm being so grateful to this channel. Hello, everyone. This is Mihaela with Art of Experiencing. I have missed doing this on a weekly basis due to personal life, having to become the unofficial caregiver in so many ways to my parents. The reason why I'm coming to you with such a quiet demeanor to do an exercise, an acting exercise. As you know, this channel, Art of Experiencing, is very much about my understanding from a teacher's perspective and from an acting perspective of psychology to be able to work with the same tools I believe that apply to acting, if we try to apply to everyday life, are very helpful for anyone, not just someone who is interested in doing acting. I was so inspired with my 2 acting classes. I'm teaching one at SVA, School of Visual Arts in New York, continuing education, which is a unique class. People can sign up no matter what their profession because they're interested in figuring out what acting is by putting themselves in the shoes of the actors, to learn some of the tools, like I said, and see if they can put them in practice in their personal life. The other class that I'm teaching is an online class at the Theater of Changes in Athens, Greece, with some wonderful Greek actors. Both these classes and all of the wonderful actors teach me more than I can probably teach them. From our conversations and working on different monologues, working on different scenes, I was reminded that just because a character says something with the lines, it doesn't mean they are true. In everyday life, we don't usually speak the truth all the time. That's not a possibility for human beings to do so. We tell so many little lies every day to try to make ourselves feel better, to try to make other people feel better, to try to protect ourselves or others, and sometimes to hurt others, even loved ones. We were having this conversation about actors and the characters they were portraying, trying to convey the lines as if they were the truth of what they were saying, the lines of the writer. Well, we have to go behind those lines. We have to go underneath those lines to find the interpretation, which is going to be the most interesting for the audience to watch, palpable for the audience to then be able to allow themselves to free their imagination, their movie happening in their heads as they're watching the actors portraying these characters. After reading a play, after reading a script, try to find out the in-depth terrains, layers of what is happening to bring out the most dynamic, the most unique, and the most original interpretation. And to always look as an actor, not only to the lines your character has. It is so much more important to look at the other characters' lines. Pay attention to what the other characters are saying about you. If I'm taking myself, I am a character, my name is Mihaela, I'm imagining my life to be a script, right? Things that sometimes I have to do to be able to go on and continue when I'm experiencing difficulties in my life, obstacles, physical, mental, emotional, that I have to overcome, as all of us, I'm sure, are having to do in this beautiful, unexpected life of ours. I imagine myself as the character in my own story, and I would say, what would the character do? The character doesn't have a choice to give up. The character can't just say in the middle of the script, I'm leaving. This is too hard. Or if they're doing a play, they can't just stop the show. The show must go on. And you have to figure out trying to overcome your obstacle and trying to gain the goal that you have, the small goals and then the overall goal objective. I have to leave myself alone and I have to allow that character, which is just thinking of myself as a character. I was telling you, in acting classes, we have to listen to what other people, what other characters say about our character to understand ourselves even more. We have a perception of who we are. We think we know exactly how we comport ourselves. We think we have no flaws. We think we're doing amazingly as human beings. But then when you come up on a conversation, you happen to walk in on a conversation, two other characters are having about your character. You listen to what those people, those characters are saying about you. You will be so shocked, as I was, as a character in my own life. So I'm talking about my personal experience having to do with people in my life. To make that not hurt so much, I am going to imagine that I am the character and the two people who are personally loved ones are also characters. That conversation they had was so unexpected to my hearing, to me. Never ever I would even imagine that these particular people from my life would have those thoughts about who I am. I might have seen myself as what they were describing me to be. Hearing it from somebody else was such a painful surprise. I can't think of another word. I actually ran away from the situation after. And as I made my way back to my home, I physically felt sick. Revealing a private moment, I'm doing it without giving you the names of the other two characters, who the other two people were. The reason why I keep calling them characters is because I have to make myself feel better. I'm imagining that it was a story, detach myself from it, and to say, I, the character Mihaela in my life, have to see how I go about it. Their comments referring to me, who I am as a human being, personally and professionally, their lack of appreciation, commenting about the fact that I'm not at the level of success professionally I should have been, where in my prior conversation over a lifetime, when speaking directly to the same people, to the same characters, and I would have had those doubts, they now conveyed between the two of them, not knowing that I was hearing. I just happened to walk in. They did not see me. I remained frozen. I couldn't even let them know that I'm there. I walked in as they were revealing their true feelings, what they really thought of who I am as a person, as a family member. I feel guilty at the same time. People would say, what's the big thing? Why are you making everything so dramatic? I hear this all the time. Why are you so emotional? I don't care about your psychology. Come to me with something real, not about your psychology. Well, no, I am dealing with my psychology because I am dealing with acting. Ilya Kazan defined acting as psychology transformed into behavior, trying to understand personal experiences, get to the next level where the imagination can merge with the personal experiences in my understanding of acting as a teacher, mostly, and as an actress when I had the opportunity and I was privileged enough to be able to act on stage. Not again, because I haven't done it before, but I am apologizing. This episode is going to be not as entertaining. I don't even know if the other ones were entertaining that I've done before, but I've heard from a lot of you that they were. So I appreciate very much your support. I appreciate all of your comments and your compliments that I have received. I've been trying to make this YouTube channel of mine, Art of Experiencing, into something. It feels when you do not have the structural life as a doctor would have, anybody else who's in a different profession where they have a regular job that's all the time teaching acting. The acting classes are not guaranteed. The acting jobs are not guaranteed. But I've learned, again, with this whole experience with the two people talking about me, the third character who was not there, the third character not in the scene, and those two people were talking about me. They don't appreciate and they do not see you, as I found out, as doing anything or doing enough. They don't give you credit personally for who you are. They don't give you credit for the profession since you don't do it all the time. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't have a job every day. What is she complaining about being tired? Why is she getting upset? It just hurt me a lot to hear that. Again, not to say that I haven't thought those thoughts myself. I should have made it as an actress. I never did. I should have, I should have, I should have, I should have. To hear from others those thoughts and feelings discussed behind my back feels really bad. This is something that I'm probably going to be able to use in my teaching acting. Now I can understand even more so the importance of paying attention to other characters and not just the lines of your character. The other characters' lines or ideas or opinions of you sometimes might be true, and taking them into consideration would help to make you a better person, but it still hurts when you hear them. The exercise that I just did, speaking out. So when you reveal something that is painful to you, it's okay that for others, the same incident would not be as painful. Everybody's so unique. Everybody is such an individual, and that's what makes us all so different and beautiful at the same time. I am not going to apologize for being emotional. I'm not going to apologize for being animated or loud. That doesn't mean that I don't try to take into consideration the scenarios where I have to adjust my way of doing things, my big flaw, which I have to learn to deal with, and I have to learn to be more controlled. I do the other thing, which is I directly tell them exactly what I think. And sometimes that is horrible to those people. Sometimes that is painful, as painful as what was the situation when they were talking about me behind my back. At least I feel that I'm not hiding, I'm not stabbing them in the back. I'm not going at them from the back where the other character doesn't have that time to prepare with their reply, with their comeback. It is more dramatic in many ways. The character has to go and deal with it after having heard all of those horrible things being said. Speaking it out is used as a tool by actors. It's easier to now feel not so much that I'm putting this out there to burden anybody else. Everybody's got their own personal issues. So I'm not coming out as the victim to say, oh, do you understand how I feel? No, I'm doing it for myself. I don't have any expectations from anybody to understand. It feels so much better that I brought those feelings to voice, to light. They're not going to stay within me and eat away at me. I spoke them out. I appreciate all of you again for your support, for your comments. Please continue to support my channel. I am already having such a blast, and I am so grateful to just be able to do it. The result doesn't even have to happen, which is another lesson in acting. The willingness to keep trying at something, falling on your face and getting up, and then still having the willingness to try is already the result, which I love. I don't know who said that. I thank you so much to all of you for listening to me, for listening to her. Thank you. Please don't forget to make comments. Kisses to everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah.